Just getting everything set up as I try to, you know, get the thing out to everybody. So I have to figure out how to link for people. Oh, and I found it. Okay, now we can get going. There you go. I don't know why I was having trouble getting past the thing. Now, just only a matter of remembering exactly what I was doing. So last time I let myself just, begin the RE2 original playthrough, and I just finished Leon's scenario. So now I'm just currently going through and doing Claire's. The thing about the B scenario is that you can immediately do this. So you have instant access to the main floor of the RPD. Grab. That's the thing that sucks. I actually needed to go that way to get the unicorn medal. It's kind of weird that they give you the grenade launch almost immediately. I would have expected it to be a little bit later than now. Actually, I don't think I ever beat the Claire B scenario. Like, I know which way to go and stuff, but like for certain things, but it's been a while. Spade key. Oh, right, because this happens at the same time as Leon. Lock it inside. It's electronically locked. So then I would have to go all the way around, yes. You don't have the card key because, again, never really went to go and get it. So I'm going to have to go up the stairs to it. I don't think I'll need to replace anything with the acid rounds. Yeah, because I have acid rounds. Don't need to replace them. I'll just go back to where I got up the stairs. Just put this this thing away because I think I have to go through the front there, or near the front. I gotta go outside because I think I can go outside in the B scenario and actually benefit from it. Because I do wonder exactly how it would go. I do think I'm gonna have to go off into the corner here. Again, it's funny, I remember the A scenario, or in the B scenario. Wait a minute. For a second I thought they gave Claire jiggle physics. It's like, that's weird for given, the age of this game. It's still here, right? There's a green herb hidden, yeah. It's only there's no reason to go down there. There's no reason I'm doing this right now. Aside me getting the green herb earlier. It's too dangerous to go back outside. I mean, given the fact that as Leon, we went that way. I'd love if Claire did show up in Requiem. Just as just as like not even a full character, just there. I just go outside, I just get the one thing that's out there. And I just go around, you know. Okay, so if I have the spade key, all the doors are electronically locked. Then yeah, I would have to go back out into the other hallway. I think because the door that was at the end has spade key on it before, but that's the hard part. I do wish that it was a lot easier to go through all this and remember it, because the problem is when you go through the game and you have an entire remake in your memory, you kind of go to try to remember the remake. And then the original also creeps in, so you have trouble remembering both. There's no choice but to take out the wall. If I'm correct, this might happen even if I don't have the thing. If you were here for for the first time I streamed, and I got scared by the liquor that was in the RPD bottom before. Main difference is why did this one not scare me? Because it was the first time that I did the game. I actually had no idea which one it was. But then I remembered, oh yeah, if the one down there is here because of the thing, then I have to deal with the liquor later. One thing I am happy they got rid of, even if it was kind of a weird thing that they did get rid of it, is that they got rid of the ink ribbons for saving. I like the idea of having that. The only problem with it was that you had to store the ink ribbons. Having them on you, but they'd be in like a separate pouch, like in a key items pocket, would probably be one way to keep it. It's like, yeah, you always have a save on you, but you won't be able to, keep the thing. funny when like everything kind of changed after all the stuff that they added in or took out over time. Thinking about it, I could just go through the other door. I like the fact that they do kind of hint at the fact this room isn't really safe when you play through the game the first time. Because, unlike every other room that usually has a an item box in it, this room here doesn't have a thing in it. It's unlike any every other room that has a thing as an item box. This one doesn't have the save jingle. Ah, crap! Forgot I actually need to read that. Because I think this has the thing for the save. Star Office. Okay, so it is still the same. I knew it was like 2236, but I actually forgot it was 2236. Then again, I'd have to look at it to have actually got it. It's funny how in the remake you had these keys for a long time. In the original, nope. You just have these keys for about like 2 uses, and now you don't have everything else. Huh. I actually didn't know that that would be there. Legitimately, I actually didn't know. How weird that they gave just a random ink ribbon in this room. You know, it's a game I tried to play, but the problem was there's a glitch in the whole thing that sucks because it makes it so that you can't, use everything correctly. Callisto Protocol. Because for Callisto Protocol, you literally go through the game, you play through it, and you get to this whole part where you have to move a crate. And then, like, right behind you, there's this thing you have to climb up on top of to go and sell for credits, upgrade your shit. The problem is that on PC the game is glitched, where if your frames are too high, certain things won't move correctly, like this crate. So it's like, oh, and like it makes me wonder why it was so annoying during all of that. And like, because I don't want to mess with my GPU settings just for that. And it like I can go through the game normally, but I feel like if I miss that, maybe I won't have some. If it's important and it's not something hugely needed, sure, but it's still like game breaking. I don't know. Just currently texting my brother since he's currently out with his boyfriend doing some stuff. But it is still annoying because a lot of people would think, oh no, like the game's shit. I'd say Callisto Protocol isn't really the best. I'd say there are some holes in the entire thing, like namely, running into the problems that come about because of it. We put away this first aid spray and the thing. 'Cause I don't think I'm gonna need this zinc ribbon though. Could also probably take out the knife. I forgot that fully loaded for Claire is about 13 rounds. Okay, this I completely forgot about. Yeah, that I completely forgot. Only I have less ammo playing Claire than I did playing Leon. I guess maybe because, like, the B scenario is maybe a lot more annoying when it comes to, like, some of the stuff you encounter. It's a good thing I remember specific things. Like, for example, the spot over here that has the handgun ammo. I'd say, like, certain things are a bit harder with Claire. Like, there you see, like, one example where Leon has the lighter in his inventory, so he just can use the lighter to, to do that puzzle. Whereas Claire has to go through, use the lighter after picking it up off of the thing. And because of that, she kind of has a little bit of a harder time with it. Because she has to use up an entire inventory slot just for the lighter. The thing is that the lighter, like, itself is not very bad, but for Claire, it's not very useful to have it because you don't really use it that much. I think, sure, again, you might have to use it later on, near the end of the game where you are putting the lighter up against the up against this cannon that shoots out, and you get a key that lets you like unlock a weapons locker. Now I'll have to do this one again. When I was at school, I saw a very funny thing where they had this gaming magazine from about 22 years ago. Yeah, 22 years ago. Oh, I screwed it up. Yeah, about 22 years ago, where the where they were saying like, "Oh no, this is Resident Evil 4." It's like, this isn't Resident Evil 4. This is Resident Evil Outbreak. Because Outbreak is the thing is the images they used were from a lot of the scenarios from Outbreak. The only thing from Resident Evil 4 in that actual game article thing was like one of the old things for it was like one of the old builds for RE4. I think it was like the airship build or whatever. They showed Leon in an airship and all that shit, but then the rest of it was like Outbreak, File 1 and 2. Even though the thing erroneously mentioned RE4, which I found was kind of weird because it's like, given the thing I'm looking at, talking about gaming worlds, I don't know how they could have screwed up, RE4 with the rest. Also, it's funny how you can just push the statue past a doorknob. I could go back to the save room. Because the save room, I can put back both of those gemstones before moving on. Because I know there's going to be stuff in the STARS office that's of real use for Claire. Like, I think I'll take the extra thing from it as well. That's the thing about original old RE games. A lot of it was just you backtracking and kind of trying to figure out stuff. New Resident Evil just kind of goes, oh yeah, no. Still, you should backtrack. But you're not really going to worry about things too much. Like, it does make me wonder. Like, if they ever do remake Code Veronica, I hope that they make it better. Because I think Code Veronica had a lot of ideas, but because of like what was going on, it was a little bit not as well done as the others. Then again, I kind of do think that as long as they do the RE2 remake treatment, but give you a lot of chances to backtrack, it'll probably be great.
Leon! It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not.
I wonder if the B scenario also means that the stuff I took as Leon, this room is like gone now. This diary. You read it again. Pretty much the diary's like, oh, it tells you directly in the diary in RE2. And here, oh yeah, I just went to Europe, tracked down Umbrella.
Right.
The remake, they do like a really odd coded message. Where it's like Chris talking about how he's in Europe and he's got all the ladies and, you know, he hopes that everyone else can get over there. Huh. Yeah, did I take it as Leon out of that closet? Okay, there's the bow gun. That's the funny part. It's like, yeah, you know, the bow gun. Diamond key. What I like is that in the remake they actually got rid of the picture being a man. And fun Easter egg fact. That photo in the back there, that's actually from Back to the Future 3. Yeah. There's Doc Brown, there's the woman he falls in love with, and then there's Marty McFly. It's weird because it's like, oh yeah, no. I wonder if Barry's desk will still have a thing. Oh, you're a member of the NRA. And now to do the Easter egg here. I'll show it off this time because, you know, I am pretty much going back that way. I think I can go back that way in here. The problem is they've remade RE2 3 times, actually twice now. That I'm getting stuff confused, maybe I think 2, with Dark Side Chronicles. Which, to be fair, and I mentioned this in the last streams, if you ever want to play Resident Evil, like, as a series, before going into 5 and 6, play, like, you know, if you want to go through them for getting, like, to RE5 or RE4, play Dark Side Chronicles. I love the fact that Leon also turns to look at it. So, who is this from? Because again, I actually don't remember this. Huh. Okay. Let's talk to Leon.
That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
And also the fact that Leon doesn't bring up the fact that the two of them both reacted to the thing that just happened, the facts.
Help me!
I'm gonna reverse back when this happened. Okay, yeah, well. So I missed my chance to go past the zombies. Now I can go past the zombies. Because that was the thing I was getting confused with. Because I thought it was going to be like, oh yeah, one of the only rare times where you'll be able to, you'll be able to do the thing. What's funny is that if the game was smart, they could have. All right, I forgot this happens. Which means now when I go down that hallway, there's going to be a shit ton of zombies. That's what's funny is that in the like the first time you go through here, it is important to kind of barricade the thing, just in case. Well, that's something really funny. I've never, in the 28 years I've been alive, and in the many years I've played this game, have ever gone towards the bookshelves in the library here. I was always like, oh yeah, no, and just went straight to go and leave. Like, never once did I do it. I was like, it's a good point. I never did think about it. I gotta remember what I get for those 2 crystals in the bust room. Well, you know what? I'm gonna pick up the film and I'm gonna be like, oh no. I'd laugh if I picked it up and I'm never gonna develop it. Oh, really? You don't actually mention the name that's on it. Well, only because that when you play the remake and you get, Claire's handgun, it's like, oh yeah, you get the SLS. I think you get like a actual handgun. That's just a revolver. But in the original, it's like, oh no, you had to do this. You had to actually go through the entirety of the game before, like, oh no, now you have to. Like, you went through the entirety of the game with this handgun. Whereas with Claire, it's like, oh no, it's the remake, it's the secondary handgun that you'll use after, after you find it. They literally do this for, like, no reason. No, okay, they do it for a reason. Forgot I actually did need to do that. It'd be great if a second liquor or something just popped out of the ceiling. Like, oh yeah, you thought you were safe. Nope. later on, I'm not gonna have to worry too much about space. Like, the thing that I like about the original RE2, it's extremely short, but you technically have 4 different campaigns to go through. Because you go through, if you're playing, normally you have to flip the discs. You're playing Leon A, Claire B first, and then Claire A, Leon B. Although the fans are like, no, you should be playing, Claire A, Leon, yeah, Claire A, Leon B. Because it makes the most sense. What's weird is that in order to actually start the puzzle, you have to do this. Yeah. And this is one of the easiest puzzles in Resident Evil history. At least in my opinion. Because the solution to the puzzle is literally... Whoops. Press too quickly. Is literally here. One right. And then... one right. Now you do the puzzle. It is literally just so simple that I didn't even have to fully remember. Something that I do think does suck a little bit is that for Claire, some of the stuff that is here isn't exactly needed in the remake. Like, I don't think you can use those things that I'm picking up to actually do anything. Because in the remake, you don't need them. You get into Brian Irons' office. Brian Irons' office, just I think normally through like a back end. I know I'm got to come back here later. I only typically use the rewind if it's something that's like, oh yeah, no, literally, I don't have a reason to be here, or if I need to go somewhere else. I know for sure the way I'm going, I'm gonna have to go down like specifically ways. I don't remember where the diamond key though takes me. As if the diamond key takes me to the thing. Like, I know for sure before I go into that thing, I have to get all the stones. Yeah, if you were here for the first stream with like the liquor, I wish that that more horror games would do the whole thing of that where, oh look, here's a scary thing. It just ran by the window or something like that. And now you have to just run by it again and forget it even happened. Like, I think Fatal Frame 3 does something good like that, where, oh, you run by a window, and now the window is it's like the thing that was there is just gone. I mean, I can develop both films since I'm right beside the save room, like over there. Bowgun bolts. Oh, I know I'm getting confused with, but 'cause I think in Code Veronica, that's also the one in which the bowgun bolts are literally the thing. Go and develop both films since I'm right here and I need inventory space. But like, you'd be surprised though with like how often a lot of games don't go for that kind of scare anymore. They kind of go like, oh yeah, or they don't go like the kind of normal scare. A lot of games nowadays tend to go for the jump scare that is super like in your face, trying to scare the shit out of you. And that's not the one that we got from the desk. Here's the one from the desk. Yeah, I know. It's like, why would that guy have this thing in the desk? I think in the remake, they changed the name of the film from Film D to like Rising Rookie or something like that. I need to make extra space in my inventory. What do I have that I don't need? I mean, the bow gun I need. But you see what I mean, though, about like, oh yeah, no, here's the lighter. You don't really need the lighter. Because the lighter takes up one inventory slot for some reason. That, to differentiate from Leon. The difference is, though, is that Leon has the, has the small keys instead of the lighter. I mean, the small keys instead of a lockpick. But the thing is, the lockpick takes up a permanent space in the inventory. You only need the small keys for about two rooms. Like one of them being in the main room at the front, which gives a thing. Yeah, like the bow gun in the original is so much better. I wish that they actually kept the bow gun. Like in the remake for Thing, but I don't think that they would use it, no. The bow gun in Code Veronica, however, is not great. But again, I do think it is weird that typically, people forget that that they should make more games that have that. Like the idea of having like these jump scares that aren't really in your face, but can still be scary. Like Silent Hill 1 has probably one of my favorites because they just go, oh yeah, no, here's the thing, like from earlier. Like Silent Hill 1's jump scare thing is so good. I think it got parodied by Supernatural, of all things. Oh, I'm kind of surprised that. Okay, I was in low danger. That's surprising. You might be thinking, oh, well, what's the difference between high danger and low danger? High danger is, oh, yeah, no, you're gonna die in one hit. Low danger means, oh, yeah, no. High danger means that you're gonna die in one hit. Low danger means that it's still, still gonna die. Yeah, and there is orange caution. So if I go heal now, yeah, I'll go up to yellow caution. Yeah, and then there's more acid rounds and a map. And the herb behind the desk. If I have to do that specific puzzle in here. You know something's gonna happen, but I don't remember what. And now I think I'm in low fine. Stone. Get the first aid spread. Oh! How the fuck did this happen twice? How the fuck did it happen twice? You know what? Now I take back what I was saying earlier. There actually was something that could have scared the shit out of me, and there it was. Well, if it turns out there's nothing good in this room, I am going to freaking rewind. Because at this point, it's like, what I need to come in here for? And that's the only time where I will rewind. You know, rewind to before I got attacked by them. Let's see if I can piece out. Okay, well, I took some hits. Is that worth it? I'm still in high caution, so. Have the club key. I'll be back afterwards with that. I think I'll have to get the club key after thing. I'm gonna have to swap out my my bow gun for the grenade launcher. Yeah, because I think Claire has more of a problem of her special weapons take up more ammo than anything else. Because, you know, Leon has the Magnum, he has the shotgun, he gets the flamethrower, and, you know, those take up quite a few things, so you have all this ammo. But comparatively, you know, out of all these special weapons that Claire gets, only like 2 of them are good. You know, like namely the thing. Oh right, because I never used it. So Serpent Stone. And 1 part of the blue stone. I can put them back in and then insert them and come back afterwards. There you go. It's funny, you don't actually even see it getting put on the thing. You just see it, you know, there. Let me see the hallway.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. you'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a
Thing
manner of
is,
speaking,
how
there
the hell
is.
does Claire
Either
think
by
he's telling
putting
the
a bullet
truth?
through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please. I'd really like to be alone now.
Yeah, I know, it's like, he's very obviously fucking nuts.
Please. I'd really like to be alone now.
Okay, weirdo. Actually, I wonder if he disappears the moment that I leave that room. If he doesn't, that would actually be really advantageous for me. So then I don't have to go all the way back to the item box to fix the screw up I made. Okay, never mind. It looks like I do have to go down the hall regardless, so.
Wait.
Let me go!
Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now. My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry,
Here's the
wait!
thing. In the original, you kind of can't be like, oh, how does Sherry know that this thing is going after her? But like in the remake and every other thing past the original RE2, William G actually does scream out Sherry's name, so you kind of know it is going after her. Well, she's definitely dead now. If that secretary wasn't dead before, she's definitely dead now. Wait, is that this room? Aside of finding Sherry, has no real reason to exist. Like outside of the entirety of moving along the plot, there is no reason for it to exist.
Chief?
Yeah, this is the weird part to me. It's like, why in the hell would he have something like this in his room? It says when I go and look at it. Yeah, half of it. I feel like they should have let me put it in there, but no. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's freaking nuts. Yeah, that's the thing, though. That's why in the remake, in that scenario, you actually do get to play as the mayor's daughter, the non-canon one. It kind of does follow what the chief himself was saying about hunting everybody for sport. I think yeah, I do have to go down into the thing now. I'll take a green herb and then make my way over there. So I can combine it with the red herb and then I think I might have to put away something in order to make it anyway, because I'm gonna have to recombine both sides of both aspects. So it might be easier if I just put the blue stone in. Is there any way for me to get someone to deal with that right here? Um, yeah, first time ever having a bot in my thing, as that means I've actually somehow made it into being to being a thing. Like me into being a streamer. Don't ever need to buy my own clothes. So at that point, it's not really worth it. So there's no reason to ever, buy followers. You want to get your own people to follow you? You gotta do it yourself. I wish that I could play through Umbrella Chronicles or Darkside Chronicles on PS5 without having to have PS Plus. If I ever do get PS Plus, then I will definitely do that and go through it all. And on that stream, I might actually have my brother join. Since him and I beat it years ago together, so we have that. This is one that uses the spade key, or rather the heart key, I mean. If I'm wrong, that would be pretty fun. Okay, I'm an idiot. I actually don't remember where the heart key goes. But I did need to get that thing anyway. Heart key. Oh, right now I remember. I was on the right track, just wrong area of the police station. That's where I wanted to go. It's about one room over and to the back. Because I think this is the key that has the least amount of uses in the entirety of the police station. Son of a bitch, I actually have to go that way anyway. Yeah, the heart key only has one use. And that's the thing. It's like, oh yeah, no, you would think, oh, the precinct key should have at least, more than one use. Nope, just one. And this is what I meant with that whole entire hallway from earlier. Is now full of zombies because of stuff I did in the first thing. That's why in the A scenario, I went over to do this, like to actually cut that out. Like to put the thing over here. Because in the A scenario, you then have to deal with that, which I really didn't want to deal with here. The club key is what I need next. Problem is, I do not remember when I get it. Alright, instead of dogs, I have to deal with literally just a shit ton of zombies. Usually I don't do this, but if I do, it is mostly because I So I do think I actually have to go this way anyways. What's funny is that this is the same regardless of if you're playing as Claire or Leon. As soon as you go out there, there are dogs. Guess that means I didn't have to go this way yet. So, yeah, let's see what's down here. If it's nothing, I'll just rewind and go back to things so that I can go to the parking garage. Yeah, I'll go back to the parking garage area from when I first entered the thing. Time to do this puzzle. I know for sure I should grab the green herb over here. I do like what they did in the remake, though, with this room, where the room is actually full of, like, dogs that typically follow you. Up. Then down. Up. Down. And then up. Yeah, that's the thing. That is one of the funniest parts is, hey, yeah, guess what? How do you remember that one? I kind of remember just because it's a really weird puzzle. It's one of those puzzles that's like, so how do you remember it? I just do. But I am gonna have to grab the spade key later regardless, and then come back for it. You know, I would rather have to deal with the dogs in that hallway. At least in the Leon A scenario, there was just the dogs. Huh. I think I might be lost. Was I right, though, going the other way? Because there isn't any way to go through here as Claire, it seems. I'll go out to where that dog section was, the manhole, but I don't think that there's any actual thing. Unless I can go into the morgue. If I can go into the morgue, then that's 100% what I'll have to do. I know for sure I'm probably going to definitely go down to, like, caution or something. Yeah, with the club key. I can't see. Okay. Because what doesn't help is that the Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles pretty much mix together scenarios and stuff from games. The only one that's not 100% accurate is the RE3 scenario from Umbrella Chronicles, but otherwise it works out pretty well. Because I don't think, because there isn't anywhere else for me to go that I know of. Okay, so I was right the
Sherry,
first time.
I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Yeah, what's weird is that
Wait, Sherry, don't
it
go
would make
alone.
sense in the remake for her to say
Sherry!
that.
Sherry!
And here lies the harder one, in which I am now playing as Sherry Birkin. It's like, oh yeah, no. Like when you play as Ada and Leon A, it's like, oh, is that bad? I am playing as a fucking 8-year-old girl. I am screwed. So at least with Ada, you can kind of be like, oh yeah, no, here's the thing, and then, have all of that. But with Sherry, it's like, nope. So Sherry, you're kind of screwed. Because they give you a thing. They give you a first aid spray, sure. But the first aid spray they give you is not very useful. Outside of, healing you. It's funny how back then a lot of puzzles used to be genuinely, simple. Again, this is still such a weird thing. You have these crates, but then you have across the other side of the room a thing to get to, but the problem is, how would you get there if there isn't anything to, stand on? That's something that, you really should think about is, oh yeah, no, why does this puzzle exist? Also, I am kind of surprised that Sherry can even climb over these. Yeah, the A and B scenarios do lack one thing. I kind of wish that if you did the A scenario of one character, they kind of made it so that, oh yeah, no, in order to complete this thing, now when you're over here, you can't find this one specific key that you're looking for. Like, oh, look, the club key. Well, now the club key doesn't exist in the B scenario because you grabbed in the A scenario. Or you have to grab a different key. Or, something like that. What's funny is that the zombies, when you're playing as Sherry, have something that they don't do normally as often. Where if you're playing as Sherry, the zombies will vomit on you instead of trying to bite you. Just not usually something that happens. If I make it through here without taking any damage, I will be surprised. Oh, okay, I made it through there without taking any damage.
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here. Here's another.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire! I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back! Sherry! Sherry!
Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
I know for sure I can, switch them out, because at least I have the club key. I'm going to go back up the stairs for the club key. Come on, let me pick up this. So odd, huh? Okay, why isn't not letting me pick this up? Okay, good, it did. Now I'm going to have to swap out the bow gun for the grenade launcher and then put the rounds in. That's the one thing about old school Resident Evil. The grenade launcher was OP because if you had all the grenade ammo, you could just load it into the one thing, like to the one ammo, like the one grenade thing in there. I know for sure I'm going to have to go back up the stairs. I have to exhaust all of the key use before I go to leave. And now the dogs are just magically out here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on. Let me through. Ha. And one of the good things about being able to tell your health by running through is that you are literally able to just know. Like, you're able to just know the thing. You son of a... Yeah, the false sense of security the first time you're in here in Leon A, or the Claire A, is much better than, hey, guess what? Here's a room with like two liquors in it. Also, that zombie changed models. Oh, that's funny. And there's a lot less in here too than what was earlier there. Acid rounds. Handgun bullets. Yeah, now I don't have to worry about the handgun bullets. I can take them all out. But I won't be killing the ones in that hallway since there's only two now. So. Is that actually added to our model? That's the funny part. When you take the side pack, it actually adds to the character model of whoever you're playing as. So like, oh yeah, so you added to Leon. Now Leon has the side pack on him, and now he has 2 more inventory slots. I know for sure I'm gonna have to go. Oh, hold on. I went the wrong way, back out. I think there is one more place I have to go to with this specific key, which is up there. I think I do still get the thing in the, of course. Son of a... Okay, you know what? Grenade. 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 And there's one more place I need to use the club key. As that, I think it is down there. Nothing in the lockers. Apparently, in the thing, they actually reference the like an Outbreak. Kevin Ryman's room is this room. So it's like there's that assumption. I'm gonna double check on that dead body because I don't think that there was anything. Yeah, it's odd. Funny is that there's no other zombies in here, no nothing. So you're just kind of here and figuring it out. And I'm gonna have to come back this way in a second anyways. Because there's the one door I still need to use that has the blood key. And the other main difference is that, oh look, in RE2 Original you get to use every single key. That's the thing, if I'm going back, it's because I forgot to do something very important. Which was, oh yeah, I need to get the lighter. That's the thing. I usually like in games I play. I won't use a rewind function if there is anything, unless there's something like, oh yeah, no, I forgot to grab this very important, specifically special thing that I didn't have before. That's a good thing about having the side pack. I have 2 extra inventory slots, so I don't have to worry about carrying everything. Everybody who played through the remake got a bit spoiled because they get multiple side packs, which open up 1 extra inventory slot each. I forget the maximum amount, but I think they start you out with the original amount of inventory slots. Funny stuff, there's a fax machine in the corner, but yet it doesn't print anything out. Yeah, I'll take that first aid spray. I have a feeling behind specific stuff. I think it's 231. Oh no! Oh shit. X, he's gonna give it to me. Oh, come on. Here on my own. X is gonna deliver it to me. Knock knock, open up the door, it's real. Yeah. And if you're watching the first stream, which I couldn't get a VOD for, this is what I meant by the hallway. Like, oh yeah, the hallway has a weird thing to it. And it's like, yeah, that's why. Because Mr. X bursts through the wall Kool-Aid Man style twice. What's funny is that this is something the remake did better, and I think I mentioned it the first time. You actually are afraid of Mr. X in the remake. Because in the remake, Mr. X goes, oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna come through the door, and I'm gonna kill you. Like in the remake, goes, yeah, no, I'm gonna go through everything. I'm gonna follow you around the police station, and I'm gonna actually be probably the scariest thing you'll encounter in the game for a while. Whereas original Mr. X is, oh shit, I'm this huge thing that I'm gonna literally just bother you for about 1 room, and that's about it. So it was pretty much like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna bother you for about 1 room. Also, what's funny is that you can tell that everything was modeled for the police station because they don't show anything outside of the police station for being out there. I think in RE3 they do show you the outside of the police station when you go by the thing. Like they show you like the actual outside of Raccoon City, I think when you go buy it, but I don't remember. It's been a while, so I'd have to be reminded. But I do think that they just don't do that. So I know for sure. You die. Die. I forgot that the liquor is also there in the remake, non-remake, in the B scenario. Because that liquor is a pain in the ass. Because you forget about it when you're going through and you're like, oh yeah, the liquor. But yeah, I would say, yeah, okay, now I think I remember what I was saying before. Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles are good. If you don't have the games, like these games, and you want to know the plot of them before playing Resident Evil 4, 5, and up, like, oh, you just want to get the main idea, and you want to know the Mad Libs version where everything is just kind of together. I don't think the thing was a square crank. Oh, now I'm actually lost. I have no idea where I'm going with this. Where do we get the valve? About the crank? Where the... Oh, I see. Yeah, I actually did have to go down there. Oh well. That's fine. I can make my way down through the kennels anyway. I thought I would have had to come up through here. Still have to deal with this liquor, but otherwise... Like that, if I wasn't talking before, I would have actually heard the liquor. Oh, it took 3 shots to kill this guy. That's surprising. But yeah, like the games, those 2 games are good because they are good as like not Mad Libs, as a Cliff's Notes version of the events of the game. Sure, some stuff is a little bit different than the originals, like say for example, oh, you have to kill Veronica, and this happens to this person, or this happens to another person, or stuff along those lines. Like for Umbrella Chronicles, the only one that is like 100% do not play this is honestly enough the RE3 scenario in that game. Why? Because it's the only one that I will say is not actually correct at all with anything that happens in it. Because the only thing that happens in there of any correctness is literally going through the RPD. Oh, right. The dogs. But then the only thing is that you're going through the RPD and the 2 playable characters. Dog. The bowgun bolts. I never did actually think about checking this in the B scenario to check like where the check Ben's dead body area, because it's like you don't have a reason to go over here. Honestly, what they want you to do is to go back to back to just outside there, and then go to the underground, go underground, and then get everything done. It's funny too is that they give you a blue herb and a green herb in here before you get underground, because they're not sure that you'll know what you're doing. There's a film roll. Yeah, I'm not picking up the film roll. I don't think there's a reason for picking it up either. I think these are the dogs are already out. Oh, come on. Oh, never mind. I was overthinking something. Yeah, the main problem with this room. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna kill some dogs. Yeah, that's the good thing with the grenade launcher. I literally just got rid of all the ammo I had for the grenade launcher from that. And because usually I can get through here without ever getting the dogs to attack me, I literally would have never gone into that room. And now I can go back through and, just deal with that. You would think, oh no, like being in specific states, it doesn't really mean much outside of just your health. It's like, no, being in specific states also affects things like your movement. When you're in danger, you literally are in the worst states that you possibly could ever be. I'm gonna say, do those guys just disappear? Because you're in the worst state you could ever be, and then you are literally just going through. I'm gonna go up and around the thing. Yeah, because I need to go back to the library area and then get back to the top. So going back through here would make the most sense. Actually, I think I can make a double green, double blue. Yeah, double green and blue herb. Yeah. Not a red green mix herb, but because I think in the RE3 remake you can see the rest of the city when you're over here. But then again, I think I might also be getting confused with the RE2 scenario and Dark Side. And then go put the bowgun bolts back in. I think I'll be good. Because that is one of the saving graces of from RE2 is that for Claire. Oh yeah, no, do you have grenade launcher ammo? Okay, you put it in with a grenade launcher. Now you never have to worry about ammo for the damn thing. Or you do have to worry, but it's not going to be as big of a worry. You know, because you have a gun that takes all the ammo that's put into it from before. You know what? I did too much thing. I have to go back the long way to grab everything, which is just about 2 screens, but still, forgot the cog that I need. Because I do have the crank. I don't have the gold cog in my inventory. And I kind of do need that. The thing is, though, ironically enough, the Claire A, Leon B scenarios and the remake aren't exactly as, like, in, like, you know, cut and dry as they are here. Or rather, they are cut and dry compared to here. In the original, like, you wouldn't be able to tell which one's the more canon route. Whereas the remake does go like, yeah, no, this is the canon route regardless of who you're picking. Like, because Leon would be the one that would have to deal with Mr. X more than, you know, Claire in, like, some places. Whereas Claire would have to deal with, whereas Leon would have to deal with the G. Birkin a lot less compared to Claire. Okay, there's the Jaguar Stone. You know what's funny? I don't think they actually mention if I want to jump down the chute. No, they don't. It's funny because that's something that's like, oh yeah, no. You need to do that as Leon. As Claire, it's like, yeah, no. You're not jumping down the chute. There's one item I wish they would take out your inventory when it's like used for the last time. I actually forgot this part. Oh my god, really? You know what? Fuck it. Okay, he's down. I actually forgot about this part. Yeah, so like with Nemesis, there are incentives to kill him, but they are not really huge. I actually was surprised. I didn't know that Mr. X literally does that during that part. They know he goes, hey, yeah, guess what? Arm up, grab you. I do like that technically I should have already known. Because in the remake, they technically reference that. They having one of the Mr. X spawns being like up near the clock tower thing up there. Yeah, I think I'm good. Because I don't need to do too much. Just have to go back down the hallway. Just gotta equip the acid rounds. I'm trying to remember who
Claire!
what happens.
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
Does Sherry show up in my inventory right? Okay. I'm glad you're safe. I'm just gonna stand there and stare at you now. What's weird is that they don't I was gonna say they don't mention Brad, and it's like, oh no, there he is, Vickers. I wish the Umbrella Corps game, or not Umbrella Corps,
Claire!
the The one that has you
I'm
play as the
going down there.
UBCS
Stay
operatives.
here and wait for me, okay?
Operation Raccoon City. I wish that parts of that were canon. But the problem is, given how everything was, it definitely wasn't going to be. I wish the characters were canon, like within the main thing, but that they had like definitely different roles. Who the hell builds a fucking dungeon like this underneath their goddamn thing?
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up! You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin?
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out, the monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. What the?
Yeah, I do think that the Claire A, Leon B is honestly the better one. Because, uh, the circumstances for the boss fight coming up make more sense in the scenario combination. Because, here it still makes sense, but yeah. What I love is, hey, you want to go down the stairs after seeing the chief's dead body just go flying out of this trap door? I do like how this fight plays out in the remake, though. Oh, okay. Fight's already over. Took 4 shots. That was, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, no. G1 Birkin. It's just right there. Here's the thing. In the Leon scenario, it makes more sense. All right, that's right. I do have to go back for Sherry. I completely forgot about that. It's unlike with Leon, you actually have to go back. I should not even, acknowledge his dead body. Just, we just go back to it. The thing that sucks is I have to go all the way back, get Sherry, and then go right back to where I was. Sucks as if I'm gonna have to completely finish this again. I'd have to play Claire's scenario again to play Leon in the correct order. Like, if I want to.
Claire, you came back!
I can't believe the man who developed the G-Virus is actually her father.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But...
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side.
And then you have Sherry, coming with you for the whole thing. Something I do like that they keep pretty much the same idea-wise is that Claire and Leon go through slightly different paths than each other, even if they are going through like the same room. Because I think Leon does go down into this, though I am probably wrong. But yeah, it's like one of the things is that Sherry hears her father calling for her. You never hear it in the thing, which I think is actually a holdover from Resident Evil 1.5, like the canceled RE2. Because, oh yeah, in that one she is calling for Sherry. Like, very creepy voice.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Claire?
That's what I mean. Like, in the Leon scenario, this makes more sense. Because, what does Sherry see up there? She sees her father.
Sherry, where are you?
That is the dumbest part. It's like, oh yeah, we walked through this room, and Sherry just got sucked out by a floodgate. So you have Sherry for such a short amount of time, and she's gone. Like, oh, what happened to Sherry? She got sucked down into a floodgate. You have no idea what happened to her. I think there's something to do in this room other than that. Because the funny part is in the is in the Leon scenario. You literally are just here. If I remember correctly from the Leon scenario, I think I actually need the lighter right now in order to see down in the storage room, storage warehouse room, for some stuff. I think there's also a couple zombies, but usual affair. No? If yes to the zombies. Wish there was an upgrade to Claire's handgun. And it's one of the reasons why in the remake they give both playable characters uh, upgrades to their guns, because Claire just kind of has her starting handgun. That's about it. I have no idea what the tropes were, actually. I assume this is the room that Sherry would have been thrown out of, given that it's a giant sluice. Yeah, because that's so weird. It's like, not really much of a use down here outside of grabbing that and the bowgun bullets. Yeah, I don't know what that room down there was for. And over there is progression. Well, speaking of an ink ribbon, let me just reorganize everything. Because I thought I would have needed the thing. I think on that note, I will probably end stream for now. I've gone through there. It's getting pretty late. So, but I did enjoy going through it. I think I might be back on Sunday to keep going. Let me double check that I saved first. Well, tell me if I actually did save by using the ink ribbon. Yeah, I'm in the control room. So yeah, with that I will be done with stream for today. Hopefully everybody enjoyed themselves, and that I can come back maybe on Sunday so that I can finish through Claire B, or yeah, Claire B, and then maybe get started on Claire A, Leon B after that, which is the canon, story, according to to the game, and it makes more sense because, to cut it down shortly, without really spoiling too much, Claire A, Leon, Claire, yeah, Claire, Leon A, Claire B is Leon deals with G a lot more than Claire, in which Claire deals with the Tyrant, with Mr. X more. Whereas in Claire A, Leon B, Claire is dealing with Birkin more often. Yeah, Claire is dealing with Birkin more often, whereas Leon is then dealing with Mr. X more often. And whatever happens in those makes more sense. Because, like, for example, that scene earlier in the sewers, just before we lose Sherry again, is with her father in the Claire scenario, for example, and it makes more sense. Yeah, actually, just because you see him walk by and you're like, "What the hell is that?" Instead of, "Oh yeah, no," you see Mr. X run. But before I forget, yeah, in the originals, um, in the 1.5, before I finish stream for today, they do mention, uh, they do actually have um, Birkin screaming out Sherry. And that's something that carried over into every single thing post original RE2, where you hear Birkin actually saying Sherry as you hear him throughout the thing. I do wish that one day they will remake Outbreak, especially given Alyssa's daughter being in Requiem. Hopefully they'll remake it, and given how people like to play, games like Phantasmaphobia and uh, and games like that, where you have to work together, you know, it would probably be great. Hell, you could probably have 4 people play it these days, but on separate things, and you still have to coordinate. But it'd be nice. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming to the stream. Hopefully everybody has a great day, and I can go and stream again soon. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great night.